For every loved snooker player, there is one that is totally hated by people. And undoubtedly, Ronnie OSullivan makes most viewers ick by his mere presence. Even though he's really good at the game and has won several times, his actions don't make him look so good in the eyes of other players, viewers, or even the referees. Ronnie was seen ridiculing the young players in the field and called them bad at the game. It can give off quite a negative impact on the newbies and in turn bashes his reputation as well. Even Selby mentioned how he felt disrespected while playing on the same table as Ronnie. Things don't just end there. He often exhibits a controversial behavior during the games while taking up fights even with the referee. In one game, he even asked the referee to get his eyes checked, simply because he didn't agree with his decision. Ronnie is seen as arrogant and dismissive of other players, creating hatred for him. One viewer even said that he was dropped a little in his book, and others talking about Ronnie's disrespectful behavior and how he should remember to conduct himself in the right way. It showed that just being a good layer won't be getting him a long way when everyone simply hates him. But while Ronnie faced widespread criticism, Jimmy White became one of snooker's most beloved figures. Nicknamed the Whirlwind, White's aggressive, fast-paced playing style thrilled audiences for decades. His attacking approach often led to spectacular shots and high-scoring frames. White's popularity extended beyond his playing style. His charismatic personality and friendly demeanor made him a fan favorite both on and off the table. He was known for his wit and approachability, often engaging positively with fans and media. White's career was marked by both triumph and heartbreak. Jimmy reached the World Championship final 6 times between 1984 and 1994, but never claimed the title. These near misses only seemed to increase his popularity, with many fans hoping he would finally win the elusive world title. Even as he moved into his 50s, White continued to compete on the professional tour, maintaining a dedicated fan base across generations of snooker enthusiasts. Jimmy White was snooker's golden boy, but Mark Allen turned out to be its bad apple. Known as the Pistol, Allen's skills at the table often get lost in the drama he creates off it. Allen's biggest mess-up came at the 2012 World Snooker Championship. After losing to Cao Yupeng, he claimed the Chinese player cheated and even said it was a trait of all Chinese players to cheat. This got him in big trouble. He had to pay £10,000 and almost got banned for 3 months. Allen doesn't just fight with one person. He's been arguing with Stuart Bingham for years. He also openly dislikes Mark Joyce and had concerning remarks about him saying, "I doubt his mother likes him," and called him mean names publicly. People find Allen hard to like because he's always ready for a fight. This habit of speaking his mind without thinking has turned many fans and other players against him. He often says bad things about other players, officials, and even whole countries, making him one of the least liked players in today's snooker world. Where Mark Allen's antics left a sour taste, Stephen Hendry's cue work was nothing short of sweetness. He didn't just play snooker, he rewrote its rulebook. Fans couldn't get enough of his ice-cool demeanor, with even commentators loving to watch his game. Hendry's rise to the top was faster than a perfectly struck cannon shot. At just 21, he became the youngest world champion ever in 1990, and he was just getting started. He went on to dominate the 90s like no player before or since, racking up a record 7 world titles. What really set Hendry apart was his killer instinct. Where other players would get nervous, Hendry pushed even harder. This ruthless approach earned him the nickname the Iceman. Even Ronnie mentioned how the players were not as good as Hendry.
Hendry, Steve Davis anymore. I just don't think, I think in football you kind of like, you've got people there obviously managing them and on top of them. I think with snooker it's sort of...
It's quite a compliment coming from one of the best players at snooker. Hendry's consistency was mind-boggling. He held the world #1 spot for 8 consecutive seasons from 1990 to 1998. But what really made Hendry a fan favourite was how he changed the game. He brought an attacking style that made defensive play look outdated. Stephen Hendry had the golden touch in snooker, but Stephen Maguire seemed to turn everything he touched into controversy. It was his off-table behaviour that truly set him ablaze in the snooker world. Maguire's reputation took a hit during the infamous Chalkgate incident at the 2004 Grand Prix. He was docked a frame for forgetting his chalk, causing a match delay. This seemingly minor event sparked a feud with Shaun Murphy that's burned for nearly 2 decades. The Scottish player called Murphy a showman, suggesting his rival cares more about the spotlight than the sport. These jabs haven't helped Maguire's popularity among fellow pros or fans. Despite years passing, Maguire refuses to let the chalk incident go. He stated plainly that they can't resolve it because Murphy always says he never said anything to the referee, keeping the snooker world on edge whenever they meet at the table. While some admire his fierce competitiveness, many find his behaviour off-putting and left fans fuming. But Neil Robertson's flair had them falling head over heels. His aggressive style of play, willingness to take on risky shots and creative game has made him one of the most exciting players to watch. Robertson's success speaks for itself. He's one of the select few to achieve the Triple Crown in snooker, winning the World Championship, UK Championship and Masters. His 2010 World Championship victory was historic, making him the first player from outside the UK and Ireland to claim the title. As an Australian in a sport dominated by British and Irish players, Robertson has helped grow the game's popularity in his home country and inspired fans from non-traditional snooker nations. Robertson's combination of thrilling play, major achievements and likeable personality has made him one of the most popular figures in modern snooker. He embodies the exciting global future of the sport while respecting its traditions.